Hey everyone, welcome to today's vlog. We're back to where we camped about a month ago. By the looks of it, there's no more flow here. A month ago, this was flowing a little bit. All this was flowing in a bit. Oop, frog. So it looks like there's no more water circulating through here. This river has now dried up to the point. No flow. Any crayfish or any creatures in these pools are stuck until the river rises again. If you remember, this is a little channel off of a big river. This becomes an island when the water's high. Now, I don't think you could consider an island anymore because this path going around it when the river's only high is no longer connected, it seems. It rained a lot this week. Actually came here expecting it to be considerably higher, but I guess the reservoirs upstream are keeping as much of that as possible. There's crayfish. The last time I was here, the first time we discovered it in a vlog, I took you through a little cave. Took you through a cave in the camping video, and now that it's low, I want to try to go in another cave we didn't go in because water was flowing through it a bit. Yep, last time this water was trickling up here and disappearing into a crack down into the caves. Yep, last time the water was going in this crack. Yeah, actually last time I pulled this rock out and there was a whirlpool as water was disappearing down into, there's caves underneath all these cracks. Here's the fire pit we used. And we camped up in here. There's another wide open area like this. The day we camped was a hot day. Felt like a desert with all this rock. There was also a sleeping porcupine over here. All the comments were saying that they thought it was dead. And some of them were like, if you were a porcupine, you could sleep hazardously anywhere because nothing's gonna touch you. I don't know if they're a creature of habit, if they're gonna still be out here or something. So this, I believe, was the cave. Hopefully don't find a porcupine down in one of these cracks. This was the cave here. Yeah, water was flowing through this last time, so I didn't go down into it. Look, I have an even better way to get back out. Too tight, I'm not gonna walk down here, but still pretty cool. Like I said, I expected the water to be even higher than last time. What's this? Ooh, frog. That looks like muskrat poop, which we saw a lot of last time. But on the satellite maps, this is all underwater. There's a good rage going through it. There's a rage on the satellite map, but at the same time, it still doesn't complete an entire island. So I'm thinking, with that rage, to be able to just disappear like that, somewhere, maybe hiding under these clumps of debris or something, is an even bigger cave that would be able to fit through. All right, everyone. Oh, garter snake. See it? Garter snake. You can see part of it still. Right there. A lot of water snakes around here too, but nothing venomous. Up north, not much of anything is venomous. Creatures around here more conserve energy for the winter instead of wasting energy on making venom. But you can see all these piles of debris here. Water was this high at one point to push all that and get it stuck against a tree. I might pause the video up here and take a look at the satellite images. See, this debris was put here by strong water. That's why it's against all the trees. See more little caves and crevices that have been eroded over time. This looks like it could have been another fire pit. It looks like a human probably did that. Lots of open areas. Oh, look. Another fire pit. But that other fire pit when the water was higher was perfect. This one still has a little piece of burnt wood in it. The fire pit we used had no ash in it at all, no embers, nothing, because I think no one used it since the last big flood. But you see there's dry debris everywhere, driftwood everywhere, which burns good, hot. Yeah, this is actually a perfect spot to set up a little tent. Someone had a nice little campsite in here. It's a very smart campsite next to a river. I know there's some areas, I don't know why, you're not supposed to burn driftwood. Or maybe that's just certain lakefront campgrounds that have those rules. But you see it's abundant. Everything's dry here, all this rock gets hot. It dries out everything nicely. Perfect spot for snakes. It's hot. Lots of hiding spaces. And you see down here, look at all the trees. They all have debris stuck around them, around the 2-foot level. So that shows the water here was nearly up to my waist at one point. Strong currents. Today's pretty hot in itself, mid 80s, and it's September 11th, so still pretty warm, still summer. Had a couple cold nights in the upper 30s. Probably have a good month left of frost until the growing season. Now I'm looking around here because I think we walked to this spot originally the first time I ever came here, and you notice it's all vegetation. You don't really see too much debris getting stuck at this point. Why though? I'm thinking when it floods the current might take that route, but we're just going to take a little bit of time to explore. Ow! Ouch! Ouch! That's going to hurt for a couple minutes, then it'll go away. I just stepped on the edge of a rock. It flipped up somehow. Boom! Against my ankle. I'm wearing my Crocs because we have to get through some pretty deep water on the main river to even get to this point. It's warm out, so just walk through the water. It's kind of nice. See, here looks like water still travels, but not nearly as much. See, no debris stuck against these trees at those levels. See, a little bit. Definitely raging in the crevices, but looks like up here, no, nothing. Here, maybe a little less than a foot. Although, this is another story. Now we got this deep crevice. I'm hoping it somewhere opens up to a cave, because when I look on maps, this was raging water. And that was put there by the river. But it also looks like it may have been put there a decade ago, allowing the rest of this to grow in pretty well. But then again, everything growing here might only be a season or two. This could have been recent spring thaws. That's a good hiding spot for snakes, other creatures. Some of these looks like old, yeah, 100%. See the holes right there? Those holes are from the pressure treating process of the wood. These are old railroad ties. See, that's an old railroad tie too. It looks a little rounded because it's swelled in the water a bit. But that's old railroad stuff. There's water irises down here. This is called stinkweed. This used to be my mom's nemesis in the garden. You rub the leaves on yourself and it It's unpleasant. This is another railroad tie. I can see the marks where it was injected with pressure treating fluid. All right, we got water down here in these cracks. We have a flooded cave, kinda. So, I've never been down here. I just suspect that there could be a cave. Could be. Or maybe what I'm seeing on satellite maps could be dense tree cover. That's a possibility too. Because it's a whole nother stack of railroad ties. Wonder where the river got all that. Back in the day, did the railroad company stack it somewhere where they knew the river would discard it? Did it wash out a railroad track? Less likely, I think. Okay, we're just looking at this. This is a nice sea. Ooh, frog jumped in the water. That was scary. Got a bunch of caves here. Animal trails. Something lives around here. Look at this nice cedar tree. Also looks like maybe, yeah, that looks like an active animal's den. What do you guys think? Something might live in there. Maybe a little fox den or something. Wow, look at this nice moss. A little bit of water skimmers down there. Nope, no cave. Comes back up. There's a deep channel over there. Got some nice flowers here, whatever those are. Keep it coming. Gets more overgrown, but this is all year one stuff. See more evidence of debris. Those big piles back there look like they've been sitting for quite a few years. Doesn't look like the river got to that level in a while. Because I'm sure, unless they absolutely have to, they don't flood this area. There's lots of flood control reservoirs upstream. So they hold back whatever they can. More piles of debris, but it doesn't look recent. Still, there could be more of those crevices. Look at that crevice. Oh, wow. It's a good one. So, some of the water continues down here where I don't think I want to go. Look, it's so overgrown with pricker bushes. It's another opening over there, though. Probably going to have to come back the same way I came, so I'll look at satellite maps and see if it's worth even plowing through all these pricker bushes. Here's another channel, about 3 feet deep. That might turn into a cave, but it's nothing big enough to walk through. Although this is a very nice, impressive cavity. Look, ouch! Pricker bush. Oh wow, that is impressive. Look at that one. Look at that crevice. If you can tell, that's like nearly 5 feet deep. That's a nice one. Gotta watch out for the prickers. Yeah, some nice channels and cavities down in here. It's beautiful looking. Don't want to be walking out here at night and trip. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I did expect to see stuff like this. This probably handles a good amount of water. That's like 5 feet deep from the top. Some really good crevices. Another crevice. It's only maybe 18 inches wide. Some of these channels are sure deep. That's another deep one. And I like how this woods is pretty open. Got very dense cedar trees blocking out the sun. So really no bushes want to grow down here. So pretty easy to walk through. More deep crevices here. That's another decently deep one. Nice, nice. It almost looks like a machine did this. Look how these two, look how perfect that is, these cuts. But it's not, this is all natural. Sedimentary bedrock. And look at this little oasis. That is so cool. Look at this body of water. You could maybe purify this if you absolutely had to use it for camping. And look at this beautiful camping pad right here. This almost looks man-made. Look how square it is. Super cool. This water looks so clear. Oh my gosh. There is a massive cave right there. Wow. And there's still probably a little trickle here from groundwater. Wow. I'm going to show you that cave on the way back. This will probably be an easier way for us to go back. That's where I thought the river way back there was maybe going around a corner. I'll take you guys down here for maybe 5-10 minutes or so. Look at this. Look at the slime forming on the surface. Water hasn't flowed here in a while, but I gotta keep this in mind. And this hasn't been really a dry summer for us. It's been pretty normal rain. We've had some hot days. We've also had a lot of cool days. It averages out pretty normal. Here's a 2 feet deep of water there. This is like an alien landscape. I love this. I went swimming to many rivers over the years, but nothing jagged like this. It actually hurts you if you get dragged by the river in the strong areas, or you are walking through these tight caves. They're sharp. But this wide open area is cool. Here's another area. It's like perfect parallel cuts. Some goes through there. I see a little bit of erosion when it gets high. Some of the water comes through there. That comes through the overgrown area. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Wow. I'm gonna take you guys down a bit because I kind of want to see. What's this? Is that a turtle? What is that? Oh no, it's not. It's some skull. This area is cool. Look at that foam. Yeah, that's picking up a little bit of groundwater because up there where we started, nothing was coming through. So yes, this definitely backs up me saying this area has massive rage during those times of year, especially probably during the spring thaw. See, now there's just a little bit of trickle down in these crevices, but this area, see how we're getting some elevation? Water gets faster, doesn't need such an open area. You see all this moss here. A good portion of years probably has water going over it. That's what keeps it alive, and it turns black when it goes into hibernation. Turns green when it gets wet again. It can go quite a while without water. Just goes back into that suspended state. Look at this, goes around a corner, and oh my gosh, this is magical looking down here. Still, I think that cave back there is going to be the highlight when I walk through it. I'm wearing pants. I have them a little rolled up for the water. Haven't got them wet yet, but I'm going through that cave up there no matter what on the way back. Okay, this is getting interesting again. It's a more swampy looking area of where we camped, but this is so cool. I would totally camp down here sometime again. It's beautiful. This right here looks like a permanent swamp to me. This is probably some of the driest weather you'll get. We had a drought a few years back, but normal year, this is about as low as you'll get. I gotta look at the map. All right, I'm looking at the map now, and I'm not gonna walk down here any further, so I'd probably take me another 20 minutes to get where this meets back up with the river. And the majority of it looks, remember, it's flowing high on the satellite, but the majority of it to me looks like it's going to be kind of swampy like this. Still pretty cool. Very cool, especially at its low. It even has a bathtub ring area. Easy place to walk. And this area here looks even kind of radioactive looking. You know, stuff that's actually radioactive is not green like that. I think that theory comes from The Simpsons. Just made up. So I'm gonna take a walk back, and I just had a feeling that the amount of water I was seeing on the satellite map would have had a awesome cave. Maybe next summer this would be a good spot for camping. I think I missed it, but a few months ago this probably would have had a bunch of beautiful flowers. Right here is a bunch of water irises. If this was flowing heavier, this would be a nice gradual waterfall. It could become whitewater rapids right here. I don't know why. These places, I think, they always feel shorter walking back because you already have knowledge of the land. Every hike I do feels shorter coming back. Hike like this is perfect for improving balance. Gotta watch out. Things are jagged. A lot of those rocks back there, as I was walking on them, were slightly moving. Alright, we're coming back up where that skull is. You can see the fall colors are starting. Next month we can probably get some good videos of fall foliage. I don't know where that skull is. Did I pass it? Considering taking it and cleaning it, putting it in a animal enclosure as a decoration. I don't know where it is. It's okay though. It wasn't even complete. Alright, so we're gonna walk up this way now. Who knows, there could be more caves. This place is really cool. Oop, that rock moved. Look at all the frogs. Perfect area for a frog. Slimy camouflage everywhere. These little pockets of water that are sitting get a lot warmer. Perfect for a frog. So this area here doesn't look like it has any erosion issues. Don't see any erosion. It just sometimes rises. But this area, in recent times anyways, has artificial water flows with flood retention reservoirs and stuff. So this area really is only allowed to flood when the reservoirs fill up. But wow, what we're walking into here looks nice. I even feel coldness pouring out of here. Wow. I don't care if I get my pants wet, I'm going through that. Here's another one I just want to show, because this is not what I was peeking into earlier. No, I think there's two of them. I think there's two caves. Look at this. Wow. I don't know if you can tell, this water in here is about 18 inches deep, and I'd say from the water to the top is a good 5 feet. It's a big tunnel. All right, we're going in. Too bad I didn't bring a light. The water is crystal clear. Water's actually like 2 feet deep. Oh, ooh. It's a hot day, but oh my gosh. This water is freezing. Wow, this water's freezing cold. Oh my gosh, this is cold water. Okay, it's getting shallower. Getting shallower. Got a little skylight. This is so cool. I need a little light. Okay, need a little light to see. Little crevice there. These walls, you see that? It kind of looks like wet mud, but no, that's hardened. That is sharp edges. Like somebody put plaster on the wall, but didn't really smooth it out. That is actually really sharp, and I don't need my light anymore, so I could put you back in panoramic. It's getting a little deeper again. On a hot summer day, it feels like, oh, there's even graffiti in here. Maybe that's helpful graffiti. I don't know what those marks mean. Wow. I could stand in here comfortably the whole time. There's 2 feet of water, meaning I have almost 7 feet of space. Whoa. Wow, I have to come back here someday with a flashlight and explore this. There could be any creature hiding here. There's so many crevices. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to go through this tight one here to the right, but look at this. Look at the moss. Absolutely beautiful. The ceiling in here is about 4.5 feet, so I am crouching a bit. But it just goes. The water's not as cold here, thankfully. Look at that, another crevice that I can fit through. Just goes forever. Here's a skylight. So there's options I can get out of here if I needed to. Just get smaller and tighter as we go. I want the light again. Ooh. There's a bird's nest. Okay, now the ceiling's down more, like 4 feet. I'm gonna come back here sometime with a bigger flashlight. Perfect spot for a hot day. My feet are still icy. I'm gonna have to probably walk through that ice cold cave on the way back. Look at this cave. Again, it looks like it just goes forever. Oop, tripping. The water's no longer, I stirred it up. I can't see anything in there. I didn't say it on the way in, but something there kind of looked like a bear print. But I doubt that would be in here. Ooh. Slipping. Here's that other main channel. Definitely want to go down. It says back. Someone wrote hill. M. I don't know what M means. Bag tower. Bag tower. I don't know what that means, but this place is incredible. Wow, look at this. As far as the eye can see. Back and M. Nothing. That noise is even cool from when I'm splashing up. This says back, so I think we can go all the way through this. More scary nothing ways. Nice crevice there. Yeah, so if this would have water flowing through it if we went in here about a month ago. You can see this, how it's mossy. I'm imagining that's where average water usually is, but it's been a bit drier. Look how tall this is. That's probably a good 9-10 feet. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Look how far that goes. That's gotta be at least 100 feet down there. This one too, it's not a complete tunnel, and it's actually cool. It's got bushes as a ceiling. I don't see any more of that helpful graffiti, but I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way. I just want to take a peek. Oh wow, this tunnel's actually hot. It's hot in this one because all the sun able to filter through. Well, I got my pants totally wet. Yeah, this was worth it. This is amazing. Can't believe we didn't know this was here. Camping. Look straight ahead. That's cool. I could go through there if I wanted to, but I'd have to crawl and it looks like a dead end. Nice moss. So I'm guessing this is the way back. Yeah, once you do it once, I'm pretty sure it's obvious. Now I can feel the summer heat going through this place. Oh, frog. So I basically explored all of it, but if I come back with bigger lights, maybe bear spray, I'll go inside every tight crevice. Here's some more of those railroad ties, and it looks like a perfect spot for me to get myself up out of here. So I suspected there was something in that was more elaborate than I thought, and I also feel like there's another cave I'm missing, because I don't think this is the cave I zoomed into before I went walking down that riverbed. Yeah, gotta be careful here getting over this crevice. That is the one that's like 10 feet deep. All right. Now it's underneath us somewhere. Very prickly bushes. I'm trying to get back to the entrance of it because that'll set me off in the correct direction to maybe locate the one I don't think I went in. All right, the cave's underneath us right now, the main entrance part of it. Yep, here's where we just were. And here's some trails. I'm pretty sure a good amount of local kids probably know this is here. That's why these trails are here. And you notice how the only graffiti in there is helpful so the local kids or whatever don't get lost. And you notice there's not graffiti everywhere. It's not a mess. That's why I don't put locations in these videos, because I've seen many times with nice things like this, abandoned buildings, they end up getting wrecked by people when they put them up. Best example ever was a military base that's now torn down, but it was abandoned for like, I can't remember if it was 20 or 50 years, but that base was in perfect condition in this guy's video in 2010. I visited it a few years after that. Every piece of it was trashed. It's all it takes is somebody with millions of subscribers to show a place to the public that no one knew about. That's all it takes. All right, we got some, I think, raccoon poop full of crayfish claws. This is what I zoomed in on at the beginning. Oh wow, that raccoon poop smells like lobster. It smells like a seafood. I don't know if that's slippery. Gotta be careful. Yeah, it was a little slippery, but I didn't fall when I leaped at that weird angle. This is the same cave. It would go around that corner. That's so cool how that rock is on that, or that tree is on that rock ledge. Yes, that would go around the corner and be the same cave. But there's just a lack of headroom there. That was cool. That was so cool. Okay. Ooh, frog. Ooh. Alright. Cutting back through. I didn't want to come out where the graffiti said was the way back because to me it didn't look like anything. But in the daytime, not usually as good at night, in the daytime I have a very good sense of direction. so I know just about where I came in. This was chewed by a beaver years ago, and it healed a bit. All right, I remember that log. I think this is a little shortcut through here. And this right here, based on everything, this might be that long cave that I said I'd have to crawl through, but I'd probably run into a log. And I should have gone over there, but I'm making my own way, I guess. You see, sometimes when your instinct tells you to go back the way you came, like you saw, I just saw that log back there, sometimes you should listen, because in the long run I might be making more work for myself cutting through without a trail. But it is beautiful, mossy, shady. It's pretty open in here with all this shade. Bushes and stuff aren't really able to grow. Really beautiful tree canopy. Make my way back. Yep, there's one of the big piles of railroad ties. I don't think I even showed that one in the video, but here I am. I'm back to definitely ones I showed. Cave was incredible. What's this blue ribbon? Maybe for explorers to follow. We're back to the stinkweed I showed. I think I'll be back to the campsite I used within 5 minutes, especially at this speed I'm moving. All right, so in a couple days maybe I want to come back here with some really big camera lights, something that I can completely submerge my body. So I'll bring my waterproof camera. I will bring diving lamps so that they can get wet. See, this area a lot of the year is actually underwater. You can see the slime lines on these rocks. Pretty open. Back into a familiar area. I'm guessing all the water here that turns around this corner probably goes into that cave somehow. I'm gonna quickly just go look at that. Somehow it gets into those caves. You know, we were here in my original vlog video. Maybe someone in my comments can make sense of this. Garbage bags full of natural debris. This large covered area. Don't know what this is. Only time I've ever seen something like that is in my area, when there's pits of mineral mud on the side of the road, side of the highways. The state will cover it up with tarps so the moose don't always get hit by cars. All right, I'm pretty sure this crevice is, I think we're close to the caves where all those prickly bushes were, but this is definitely where some of the water gets channeled in. See, it's just bags of natural debris. Ooh, ooh, a toad, a little toad. In most of my videos I stop and show the frogs, but this one, you may have got a little annoyed with me if I stopped for every frog. Could have pointed out. Ooh, another one. See, literally 100 frogs. So this is a very good ecosystem I'm noticing here. And when we were camping, we ate a bunch of crayfish that were in the pools. Especially on when it's low like this, crayfish. Fish even get trapped in these pools that were flushed in here when the river was high. In these low times, they're concentrated. Crayfish, fish, snails, anything you can think of. Concentrated. Then you have uptick in raccoon populations, just like that seafood smelling turd over there. helps the environment. There's a lot of raccoons around here because of this layout and how the water cycle is working. Just look at the frogs. Sure, raccoons, just about everything likes to eat a frog. It's one of the top prey animals. And we're just about back to the campsite. I'm going to end my video here. I hope this cave explorer was interesting, and I hope I get a chance to come back out here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.